Was it just a coincidence? Or was it calculated? When Kim Go-eun sat down for her most recent interview to promote her latest drama, no one expected her calm and thoughtful answers to cause such an uproar online. But within hours, social media was ablaze. Fan theories were flooding every platform, and one question kept coming up again and again. Was she talking about Lee Min-ho? And if she was it shade? Let's rewind a bit. Kim Go-eun, the beloved actress known for her grace, poise, and raw acting talent, has always been careful with her words. She doesn't stir controversy. She rarely responds to rumors. And she's certainly never gone on record to comment about her rumored relationships, especially not the one fans have been obsessed with for years, her alleged off-screen connection with Lee Min-ho. But this time, something felt different. The interview started innocently enough. She looked radiant, wearing a soft cream blouse and minimal makeup, exuding that natural charm fans adore. The host complimented her recent performance, asked about her preparation for the role, and then casually shifted the topic to her thoughts on love and relationships. That's when the temperature shifted. Go-eun smiled gently before saying, "You know, I've learned that love can be very different in real life compared to what we portray on screen. Sometimes, people act so deeply in front of the camera that the lines begin to blur, for the audience, for the fans, and maybe even for us." There was a pause. Then she added, "But the thing is acting. A drama is a drama. We shouldn't read too much into it." Boom. That was it. One sentence and the internet exploded. Because if you've been following the Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun timeline, you'd know exactly why those words sent shockwaves through the fandom. Acting is acting. A drama is a drama. We shouldn't read too much into it. To some, it was a reasonable, even humble answer, an actress reminding the public not to conflate fiction with reality. But to others, it sounded like a direct message, a gentle clapback, or even a subtle dismissal of the never-ending speculation about her connection to Lee Min-ho. Within minutes, hashtags began trending: Go-eun interview, drama or reality, and of course, shade to Min-ho. Fans on both sides weighed in. Some defended her, saying she was simply stating the obvious and urging fans to enjoy her work without prying into her personal life. Others, however, believed the timing and the tone were too specific to ignore. Why now? Why say it this way? And most importantly, what does it mean for those who believed she and Lee Min-ho were more than just co-stars? Let's take a step back and examine the history between these two. Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun first worked together in the fantasy romance K-drama, The King, Eternal Monarch. Their chemistry was undeniable. From their intimate scenes to their behind-the-scenes laughter, fans were convinced something real was blossoming between them. And when the drama ended, their interactions didn't. They were spotted together on multiple occasions, at brand events, private gatherings, and even caught liking each other's posts on social media. Whispers of a relationship began to swirl. Their agencies, as expected, stayed silent. But fans weren't just seeing things. They picked up on matching outfits, coordinated travel schedules, even alleged couple codes in interviews. Some fans created entire Instagram accounts and YouTube channels dedicated to decoding their moments. But now, this interview seemed to change everything. Was Kim Go-eun finally setting the record straight? Or was she protecting something? One fan tweeted, "She's clearly tired of the rumors. She wants people to focus on her acting, not her love life. Respect her." Another posted a contrasting take. The way she said it felt personal, like she was distancing herself from Lee Min-ho. This feels like closure. Meanwhile, others argued that perhaps she was being clever. Maybe she knew what she was doing. Maybe, just maybe, it wasn't shade, but misdirection. Think about it. What if she was trying to divert attention? What if they were still closer than ever, and this was her way of protecting it? By denying it publicly, was she actually keeping it safe privately? It wouldn't be the first time a celebrity tried that strategy. After all, the pressure of public scrutiny can crush even the strongest connections. But then the plot thickened, because just a day after Kim Go-eun's interview aired, Lee Min-ho made a move of his own. He posted a cryptic Instagram story, just a scenic sunset view with the caption, "Watch the drama as the drama." No emoji, no tag, no location, just those 6 words. Sound familiar? It should. It echoed Kim Go-eun's own words almost exactly. Coincidence? Unlikely. Fans were quick to draw the parallel, and they weren't subtle about it. Are they subtweeting each other? Did Min-ho just respond to Go-eun? Something's definitely going on. One particularly observant fan even overlaid both quotes side by side and posted the comparison. Captioned, "They're clearly communicating in code again." Others, however, interpreted the post differently. They suggested it was Lee Min-ho's way of confirming that the drama, the rumors, the speculation, the fan theories should stay in the fictional realm. That he and Kim Go-eun were not involved, and never had been. But then again, why respond at all? Why post something so eerily aligned with her statement? He didn't have to say anything. He didn't have to post anything. But he did. Which brings us to a larger, more compelling theory. What if this is all orchestrated? What if Go-eun's interview and Min-ho's post were part of a careful dance? A subtle way of acknowledging the connection while maintaining distance? After all, being a public figure means constantly walking that tightrope between honesty and privacy, between giving fans what they crave and preserving your own peace. Could this be their way of doing both? Let's look at it from another angle. Perhaps the interview wasn't shade. Perhaps it was longing. Perhaps when Go-eun said, "Sometimes people act so deeply in front of the camera that the lines begin to blur," she was speaking from experience. Maybe she wasn't pushing him away. Maybe she was missing something they shared, something that couldn't survive under the spotlight. And maybe Lee Min-ho's response, "Watch the drama as the drama," wasn't dismissal. Maybe it was his way of protecting what they had, of telling fans, "Don't ruin it by overanalyzing. Just let it be." Because some stories are more beautiful when kept off-screen. But then again, maybe not. Maybe she was being blunt. Maybe she was done with the narrative. Maybe she wanted to close the chapter and move forward, with or without him. Whatever the truth is, one thing is clear. Fans are divided. Some believe the dream is over. Others think it's just getting more complex. And still others? They're convinced this is the most romantic plot twist of all. The beauty and the heartbreak of being a fan is that we often don't get the whole story. We're left reading between the lines. Ask ChatGPT.